Hi there, it's Chrissy Key Rollins here, bringing you this week's recap of the 1099 Ladies Online Networking Meeting, where tonight the conversation was focused on reviews and testimonials for your business, why you want them, how you get them, how do they all work. And here's the highlights from tonight's discussion. So the ladies brought it as usual, and some of the top tips that we have is to go to places like the Better Business Bureau, utilizing online sources like Google, Yelp, Facebook, other social media platforms, and consider where it is that you look for testimonies and reviews whenever you're looking to engage in services as a customer, as a prospective client of somebody else's. So you can utilize these in various different ways, and the more reviews that you have and the more people that are talking about you online, it will all help how you show up when people are searching for what it is that you have to offer. So post them on Facebook, anywhere that you go. Ask people for reviews. That was like the number one thing whenever it comes to how do you get reviews, is asking people. Ask them on your website. Ask them whenever you're complete with the service. Ask them on your social media. Make it easy for them. Make it easy for yourself. Automate it if you can. Automate a system where you can just automatically send a request for somebody to leave a review, and then make it super simple for them to fill in the blanks and give their feedback. You could also do a video interview or a phone interview, capture the information that they give you, and make sure, not only are you asking for the review, but you're asking for permission to post the review or the testimonial if they're giving you their words. There was a back and forth on if you could use snapshots and screenshots from texts that you got from clients and customers, or comments that were made on social media. The consensus seemed to be take the information that they sent you and be able to repurpose it versus just using the screenshot itself. And that can make it look a little bit more professional, or might be just slightly more appropriate. And again, always ask permission before using it. Let's see here. Make sure that you're giving lots of value. It's kind of a no-brainer, but in those moments where you know that that value is provided, and you know that they've had a breakthrough, or they are really pleased with what's happening, that's a great time. Just ask them to capture what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they're experiencing within a few words, and again, help them with it if you can. One other thing that we felt was important is that not only should you go off of reviews, and not only do people go off of reviews, but they also follow their instincts and their guts. So while it matters, it might not hold quite as much weight as what you think whenever somebody say leaves a bad review. If you do get a bad review, definitely look to see if there is something that you can do. Don't just leave it alone. Respond to it. See if there's something you can do to rectify and reconcile the situation. If it's kind of a bogus bad review, then other people will sense that, and they'll get a sense for it. I heard like if it's something that pertains to something that you had no control over, people will see that. So rest assured, it is okay if some bad reviews slip in, but definitely make sure that you respond to them and don't just leave them out there dangling out there in the open. So this was not mentioned, but I'm going to mention it here on the recap, extra bonus. One of the best ways to get referrals, or excuse me, get reviews and testimonies is to give them. So who can you go to give a testimony or review to? And you can also do that with people that you've exchanged services with. Hey, let me give you a testimony and review. Would you mind if you do the same thing for me in return? So there was definitely some questions around incentivizing reviews. So make sure if you are incentivizing people leaving you a review, that is a legal, legitimate thing that you can actually offer. I know within the healthcare realm, there's some limitations. And from what I hear, even doing business online these days, there are some limitations on incentivizing. So check into that before you do it. And if you have any additional tips, comments, definitely drop them in the comments below. And you can also join us on Facebook in the 1099 Ladies Networking group. You can catch a full replay from tonight's episode, along with past recaps and replays from our past meetings. And of course, connect with other 1099 ladies there. And yeah, we'd love to see you here online. So join us next Tuesday and every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. We'd love to connect with you. Good night.